is still burning tonight. We're also waiting for a breaking update regarding the fire at a press conference that is scheduled to start any minute now. About a half hour ago, the EPA says it wants the Illinois Attorney General to step in and require Chemtool to stop the release of pollutants into the air and tell the EPA what chemicals are being released into the air while the smoke plume continues there in Rockton. Officials will hold a media briefing any minute now. It's scheduled to start at 5 p.m. We will, of course, bring that to you live right here in this newscast once it starts and live on our Facebook page if you have to step away from the TV. This all started 34 hours ago at 7 o'clock yesterday when the fire started. Firefighters initially tried to put out the fire, but because of the sheer amount of chemicals, they say they quickly switched to a defensive position. About 70 workers were inside at the time, got out of the plant without getting hurt. A firefighter was checked out for smoke inhalation, but he was released from a hospital this afternoon. Another treated on scene. As we wait for that 5 o'clock press conference, here's what the Rockton Fire Chief Kirk Wilson said this morning at a press conference about the efforts to battle this fire.
Throughout the night, we've been watching the perimeter. There have been little spot fires, little field fires, things of that nature, but most of that's under control now. And like I said, the fire is contained into the one area of the building. There's no other exposures that have been involved at this point.
Officials say as of this morning, test results do not show any health risk with the air quality aside from short-term irritation,
Wow, look at that.
which is something you would experience when near smoke.
This is an ongoing event. We're not out of this yet. So we'll continue to monitor while they're doing active firefighting. We'll continue to do that afterwards. Again, in an abundance of caution, our number one priority is the safety of the public.
And fire officials say that this fire is expected to burn for days. 13 News reporter Cassandra Brettel explains how crews plan to safely put it out.
James, more than 80 fire agencies are out here in Rockton tonight responding to the Chemtool fire. One of those agencies is a company from Louisiana that specializes in battling refinery fires. That company, U.S. Fire Pump, along with fire crews, spent all day digging trenches alongside Chemtool to use as a buffer for hazardous waste and to block toxins from entering the Rock River. As a precaution for chemicals that may spill into the Rock River, there are absorbent booms in the river. Once those were in place, crews attacked the fire with foam to help extinguish the 500,000 of gallons of oil currently burning. Rockton's fire chief says an estimated 1 inch is being burned every hour. And at this current state, it could take 7 days for the fire to be completely out.
Once that's done and we can get the smoke plume to dissipate and we are ensure that air quality is good in the area, ground air quality, then we can start looking at bringing our residents back into our community. But right now, I can't speculate on that time.
And as you can see behind me, that cloud of smoke is starting to significantly dissipate, turning from a thick black cloud yesterday to a white plume today. Reporting in Rockton, Cassandra Brettel, 413 News. Back to you.
Cassandra, thank you. Putting out this fire, not just about getting rid of the flames, it's also about making sure the environment stays safe. We are seeing the Fire Chief Kirk Wilson from Rockton Fire at a podium right now for that 5 p.m. press conference. Let's listen in.
Department and also staff from the EPA, and our Fire Marshal Matt Perez is also here as well, our State Fire Marshal. I want to give you a brief synopsis of where we're at in regards to the Chemtool incident at 1165 Prairie Hill Road. We have made a lot of good progress throughout the day today. As you can see that the smoke plume has dissipated pretty substantially. Currently right now, the U.S. Fire Pump Industrial Firefighting Group is on scene. They are putting copious amounts of water on the fire and also on the hot spots. At this point in time, we have detected no visible runoff into the waterway, which is just west of Chemtool, into our main waterway called the Rock River. So that's good news. Everything is progressing as we anticipated and planned throughout the day. Again, I want to thank the individuals from the state of Illinois, also our federal and local authorities who have been helping us throughout this incident. It's been trying on all of us, all of our fire personnel. Like I said earlier this afternoon, that we've reached out to our Mavis division And we have several area fire departments